The Senate in Bermuda backs bill to ban same-sex marriages in the island. And in sport, fast bowler Miguel Cubbins jumps 14 places in the Test bowling rankings. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, December 14th. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Did you know that a strategy has been developed to help improve the region's education and human resources?
You didn't? Well, the HID strategy, as it is called, will guide CARICOM in how it delivers quality education and training to the people of the region.
The strategy has been crafted by a group of experts called the HRD Commission.
Consultations have been done across the region to get your input.
Do you know that none of us will be left behind?
The HRD strategy is important to all of us, students, parents, and employers. It will prepare the region, especially the youth, for the 21st century economy and society.
The HRD strategy, unlocking Caribbean human potential.
Same-sex marriages in the British Overseas Territory moved a step closer to being banned when legislation approved by the House of Assembly last Friday sailed through the Senate yesterday. Senators voted 8-3 to replace same-sex marriage with domestic partnerships. Only the opposition, One Bermuda Alliance's 3 senators, spoke against the Domestic Partnership Act as the legislation was debated. All 5 ruling Progressive Labour Party senators supported the bill, and they were backed by the 3 independent senators. The act still needs the assent of Governor John Ranking, who appoints the independent senators. Last week, the House of Assembly voted 24-10 in favor of the bill that was criticized by opponents as a backward step in the wake of the Supreme Court judgment in May, which paved the way for same-sex marriage. Gay couples who have already tied the knot in Bermuda since the ruling will not be affected by the new legislation. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines now, High Court Judge Esco Henry has reserved until early next year her ruling in a matter in which an attorney for the 2 defeated candidates in the 2009 general elections is asking the court to order an inspection of the ballots in all ballot boxes amid suggestions of irregularities during the polls in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The judge made the ruling after 2 days of arguments in which Queen's Counsel Stanley Storkey-John and Trinidad-based Senior Counsel Douglas Mendez outlined their respective arguments in the election petition case. The main opposition New Democratic Party, the NDP, is challenging the outcome of the December poll that resulted in the ruling United Labour Party being victorious by an 8-7 margin. Now, the 2 defeated candidates, Benjamin Exter and Lauren Scherer-Baptiste, are challenging the results in the Central Leeward and North Leeward constituencies that were won by ULP's Sir Louis Straker and Montgomery Daniel. Several Caribbean nationals were detained by police during a combined anti-crime exercise conducted in Trinidad and Tobago in recent weeks. Acting Senior Superintendent Dale Ablak of the Port of Spain Police Division told reporters yesterday that the police, along with personnel from other agencies, held almost 100 people who entered the country illegally.
96 prohibited immigrants detained, and I will go into the different nationalities now. 45 Venezuelan, 7 Cuban, 1 from St. Vincent Grenadines, 10 Jamaican, 3 Colombians, 16 Guyanese, 1 Dominican, 9 Chinese, 1 Ghanaian, 1 Nigerian, 1 Philippine, and 1 Italian.
Ablak said the illegal immigrants were picked up during exercises between October 6th and to December 7th. He also disclosed that some were employed as taxi drivers, restaurant workers, and engaged in other activities. The senior cop added that more anti-crime exercises will be held throughout the Christmas period and into the 2018 Carnival season. Police in Jamaica yesterday arrested debarred attorney for fraud. Lawmen report that Harold Brady was charged with fraudulent conversion that reportedly involved just over 4 million Jamaican dollars related to the sale of a real estate property. The attorney turned himself over to the fraud squad after being questioned by investigators. He's also scheduled to face further questioning today regarding another alleged case of fraud surrounding the sale of property owned by Factories Corporation of Jamaica for approximately $150 million. Earlier this year, Brady, who is also a senior member of the governing Jamaica Labour Party, was struck from the list of licensed legal practitioners after being found guilty of professional misconduct in relation to allegations that he misappropriated funds belonging to the FCJ. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
And it mixed well, then you can add the milk in and let it mix. So you just want to fold it in well. And I'm not going to chop mine, I'm just going to hold it in my hand. I'm just going to mash it a little, because I like it in big chunks. And I've made this so many times that I know it's cooked perfectly, but I'm still going to show you all.
Two senior TNT football players are expressing confidence in their coach, Dennis Lawrence, in being able to lead them into the next World Cup in Qatar. Midfielder Kevin Molino, who is back home for the holidays, says Lawrence has the right plan to take them forward. TNT missed out on a chance to qualify for next year's World Cup, but Molino thinks that the former defender still has a lot more to offer.
Positive and also things we have to work on, and that's why we bring in Dennis for us to work on things, and you have to have patience with him. And I think he have the right plan for us, not just for the senior team, but for the development of football. And we have a great staff to work with, and also they are mentors. They take us to the World Cup, and they had long stint and good career in Europe. So this is players that we have to take a lot of experience from and learn from them.
And the man who denied the mighty USA out of World Cup contention says patience is key for the team going forward.
We just have to believe in our coach Dennis. He's doing a very fantastic job, and we just have to stick to his plan and we'll get there.
That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.